Hey everybody, so today on Life Unboxed, I've got you in the kitchen of the cabin that we're staying in, and I'm going to do a cook with me. It's going to be goulash, and it's going to be our kind of goulash because we are not in our home and we do not have all the supplies that we need, but we did go to the store yesterday and we did get some stuff to make a goulash because it's cold out and we just want some comfort food. So that's what we're doing today. So come with me to the kitchen and let's get cooking. Okay, I'm going to show you the ingredients that I have for this goulash meal. I've already prepared some chopped up onion. I've got some pepper here. I've got some garlic powder here. I've got some sea salt here. I got a pound of ground chuck that I'm going to use, and a pound of regular Jimmy Dean sausage. We wanted the hot, but Walmart was out of the hot. I've got a can of Contadina crushed tomatoes, and I've got some petite cut tomatoes diced. I've got white navy beans. So that's what we're putting in our goulash with some elbow macaroni. So I'm going to get this, I got the frying pan here, and I'm going to get a smaller one right here for the onions because it's going to be too much to try and get everything separated. So, okay, be right back. I forgot to mention I have some olive oil that I'm going to put in to cook up the onions and the ground beef and sausage. Okay, as you can see right here in the bigger pan, I've got some olive oil. That's going the hamburger and the sausage is going in there, and the olive oil in the smaller pan where I'm going to cook the onions. Unfortunately, I did not get a pepper, which I should have, but I didn't. So it's going to be pepperless. Okay, we got the onions sizzling really nice right here. We've got the hamburger and the sausage over here. Whoops, we're getting a little heated up here. Okay, and right here I've got this pan, and that's going to be for the pasta, the macaroni. Okay, as this gets going, I will come back. So I'm opening these tomatoes, and I think what I'm going to do is put them in this pot here to simmer while the hamburger and sausage cook very well, because I think that's what needs to be done, so all the flavors can marinate really well. These onions are done, so I'm going to add them in here to the tomatoes so they can all get the flavor marinating and marrying. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, so also going to add a little water to this just to rinse out the can of these tomatoes. Alright, I'm going to open these petite also and get them in there. So we're going to have a little chunky tomatoes in here as well. Don't need any water in that. Okay, so let me show you what's happening over here on the stove. I'm going to bring you too close because it gets all fogged up. But this is what the sausage and the hamburger's doing, and this is what the tomatoes back here with the onions are doing. I'm going to add a little bit of sea salt, some garlic powder, and some pepper. Just remember that sea salt is really, really salty, so you don't need a whole lot of it. And I also just remembered that I have garlic, pure garlic here. I already did put some garlic powder in, but I'm also going to add some minced garlic to it as well. So I just want to say that we don't have a lot of supplies here, like I said, so I put some extra pepper in so we can have a little heat to this goulash. And also this camp here, this cabin, they really supply you with everything you need here as far as pots and pans are concerned. So I'm really happy with that. We've got like cast iron pans that's already been seasoned and everything. And we have a lot of fry pans, we have a lot of pots and pans, and so very well equipped here. All you need to do is bring everything that you need to cook. Okay, that's what the tomato sauce looks like right now. The hamburger and sausage is done, and goulash is goulash, right? So we decided that we were going to put in this salsa roja, and that's what this looks like right there. Fire roasted tomatoes, garlic, salt, and a little chili. Why not? And so yeah, that's what it looks like right now. And when this gets ready to go for the hamburger and sausage to go in there, I will be back. Okay, the tomato sauce has got a nice simmer going on it right. You can almost see it. Yeah, you can. Right there. You can hear it too. Yep. So I'm going to let this go for about an hour, and then I'm going to have a taste test with the expert here in the house, and then we'll see where we go from there. Okay, this has been simmering for about an hour, so now we're going to add the beans, the navy beans right here. So we're going to take those and we're going to plop them right in there, just like that. And probably rinse this can out just a little bit. Let me go over here, put a little bit of water in here, shake it up a little, and add it right in there. Okay, I'm just gonna give it a little stir. Look at that, doesn't it look good? Now I'm gonna let that simmer again for about 10 minutes, just so the beans can marinate in there with the tomato sauce. Then I'll be back and we'll add in the hamburger and sausage. Okay, I just want to say for an FYI that everybody's goulash is different, I'm sure. My mother's goulash was different than what I'm making, and Hungarian goulash is different than this American goulash. So I think goulash for everybody is like whatever you have in the house, and you just add it in a big pot, add some elbows or some egg noodles, and call it a day, and call it goulash. So that's about what we're doing here today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I thought while we're waiting for the goulash or the tomato sauce to cook, simmer, that we could throw together some salad. Now I've got the premium romaine in a bag here. And I've got a big old bowl right here, and I'm just going to dump that in there because this has got to be eaten before we leave here, and it's almost, it's still good, but it's got to be eaten, just saying. So I've got this cucumber here, just going to chop it. And we're going to just toss it in here. And I think I'll just chop it all up because we're going to have to eat this or throw it away. So we don't have any vinegar here. So we could just probably eat it with like salt and pepper. So I'll put this in a separate dish here, and I'll continue that later. But we have a little onion left from the goulash mixture, so I'm just going to chop that up. slice it, I should say, very gently so I don't cut my finger off. Throw that in there. And I've got some tomatoes here that those ladies next door gave us, and they're still really fresh and gorgeous. So we'll just chop them and throw them in. Whoops, tomato overboard. We're just gonna save it and wash it off. I'm not opposed to doing that. So that's what we're gonna do with these tomatoes. And then we'll be all set to have a little salad with our goulash. I know my husband's not a big salad eater, but I love salad, so I'll probably end up eating this before we leave here, or eating it on the road. I'll take it with me in a container. All right, so there we go. There's our salad. Oh, one more thing. Hold on. They also gave us some bacon bits in a little baggie here. Let me get this sucker open. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. All right, what I'm gonna do is just take the scissors and cut it open here, and just there. Now there's our salad. How about that? Isn't that pretty? Okay, pretty. You can see here that I've got this chopped up hamburger and sausage, and we're gonna add that right into the tomato sauce. I'm leaving in the grease because it's going to give it a hearty taste, a good taste. And I don't know if I'll add all of this meat in. I might save it and have it like for an egg omelet tomorrow morning for breakfast, because this is a lot of meat here compared to the measly amount of beans we have. We should have got a couple of cans of those beans, but nevertheless, we are going to have a delicious, delicious meal here. I think we can add a little bit more of this. And then, let's see. Let me bring you closer. All right, this is what it looks like. Doesn't that look delicious? Look at that, all that good heartiness in there. All right, so I'm gonna let this cook for a little while, and then I'll be back and we're gonna have a taste test. Okay, I've got the bowl ready, and I'm going to dish a little bit out for the main man. He's gonna be our taste tester today, Mr. Nate. And I'm gonna give him a good scoop here. And then he's going to taste it and see what he thinks of it. I'm going to have to cool it off because it is a little hot for him. He likes his things cool. All right, I'm going to take it over to him to taste. Okay, now is the real test.
That honestly is delicious.
Now, he mentioned that there's no macaroni in there yet, but no, I'm not putting that in there until the last minute because that would take away from the real taste of the goulash. Mm-hmm. So it's good, huh? Mm-hmm. It's got your approval. All right.
Babe, that is delicious.
Good deal. Okay, so the next step of the process is getting these elbows to boil. I only put a half a box in because I didn't want to take it away from the deliciousness of this, the meat of this dish. So I just put a half a box in because I just don't want it to be all macaroni. So we're just waiting for this to finish, and we're going to put it together, and then we'll have another taste test with both of us tasting it. Forgot that this is going with the meal, so I'm going to put this in the oven, just a few slices for Nate and I to add to the meal. Okay, here is the finished product of this great big pot of hearty healthiness, or hearty deliciousness. Yeah, you people in the South are probably saying, what in the world are you doing making a pot of goulash on a hot day? Well, it's not hot here, honey. It is cold. It's in the 50s and the 40s. So we're having some nice comfort food. All right, I'm going to dish it up and we're going to have another taste test. Okay, here we go. We're going to taste this. It's pretty hot, babe.
It's like boiling hot.
But you know me, I like hot. Ready, set.
That is absolutely delicious. Way super burning hot.
It is.
But delicious.
Delicious. One more.
Don't wait for me.
Okay. Whoops. Okay, so that is it. We do have bread in the oven, but you don't need to see that. Let's see, this is kind of there. So anyway, that's the end, and I hope you enjoyed this video on Come Cook With Me. I hope you all have a great day. Don't forget to be kind to one another. If you like the movie, if you like the video, thumbs up, please. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that little bell. Be kind to one another. It's a rough world out there. I love you all. Bye.
Delicious.